Hello, Kuti Revti.
For dignity, Vinod. Hello.
Thank you for dignity. You are in Delhi with regard to screening of your film. Tell us brief idea about this film. What is it about?
I'm so happy in sharing the experience of this film. This happened, when Iranian filmmaker Mohsen Mekmalbaf is very renowned for his films across the globe. During the time of Corona, Oscar-winning music composer A.R. Rahman and Iranian filmmaker Mohsen Mekmalbaf came forward to conduct this workshop called the Art of Filmmaking Workshop. So they announced it online, and we 30 women across the world were interested in participating in that workshop. It went for some, 2 months, and the course was very intense with a high-grade syllabus, and we were asked to submit a script for feature film. Whole lots of things were happening during the workshop. At the end of the workshop, they announced a competition.
Okay.
Among the filmmakers, all the women filmmakers, we 30 women participated in that, and 5 films were picked out of them.
Okay.
And they gave awards to, we were winning a good remuneration for the, I should say remuneration.
Right.
And that's how it happened. During the Corona, everyone was thinking empty, and we were thinking very creatively. We were involving ourselves in art activities. So it was really a kind of brainstorming sessions. And that's how I'm here today.
Okay. Okay.
Those 5 films were titled as iTales.
Okay.
Because they were made with iPhones.
Okay.
And the duration was just 5 minutes.
Okay.
You have to tell a story in 5 minutes using iPhones. These 2 were the rules for all the filmmakers.
Okay.
It was really an exciting journey to tell a story on screen in that given time using the iPhone.
So, generally, people do not make a film using smartphone, and still they think of a machine, DSLR, or maybe higher than that. So what is your experience of using smartphone for telling this story?
Here when I watched the film along with the audience in the theater, the projection quality was very good, and you could just feel the lyrical quality of the film. It's like iPhone is a kind of high-graded tool for shooting the film. It is not like a regular tool you use daily, in your life. It's like somehow we have underrated the phones for making the films. That's what I realized. And you could it has a personal touch, personal texture. It gives personal on screen.
And as filmmaker, if you have the skills, then you can also use those skills while shooting through iPhone too.
Yeah,
like
if you know the skills, if you are aware of the skills, if you know that film is a culmination of 24 different arts, and if you are aware that how you have to merge all these art forms with the camera, you're a brilliant filmmaker. That's it.
Right. So how did you sort out the issue of sound? I mean, did you use separate mic or something?
Depends on the stories actually. For my story kind of thing, I had to dub the voices.
Right.
And one of the filmmakers had used the live sound.
Okay.
You know, it depends on the story you
Right.
come with.
Because sometimes phone is away from the character, and it may not pick up that voice
Okay, okay.
as much as required.
But somehow, in the it is based on the location as well. How you are,
Right.
how you want to tell the story.
Right,
I
right.
prefer live sounds.
Right.
But for this story, I needed, dubbing. So,
Okay,
but
okay.
I prefer. You will find out the ways
Ah,
how to record the sounds in live, in a live situation.
Right.
So it's like, you will invent your own,
Right,
own
right.
ways, but please don't underestimate the phones.
Ah.
In this kind of time of digital revolution, every phone is a very useful tool for making the film.
okay.
And you don't need to depend on the big industrial norms, formulas, and agendas.
Right.
That's why these two filmmakers, Mohsen Mekmalbaf and A.R. Rahman, came with the idea of, giving the power to women filmmakers with a simple tool,
Right,
simple tool of iPhone.
This is produced by A.R. Rahman Foundation.
Yeah, it was produced in collaboration with A.R. Rahman Foundation.
Right. So you have scripted the film and
Yeah.
directed too?
Yeah, I scripted the whole thing. During the workshop, we got prepared to write the script, how to handle the camera, how to record the sounds live or dubbing, how to handle the entire crew. Even Mohsen Mekmalbaf taught us a single person in the shoot can handle 4 different jobs. So he taught us 4 persons are enough to shoot a film. It's really kind of, very intense mode of making the film.
Okay.
But if you are passionate, if your aim is to make a brilliant film, you would have learned how to make a film.
Very interesting, and actually, and these days smartphones are with everyone, and it is true that everyone can't be filmmaker, but there may be some people who would like to be filmmaker and will not then be restricted by high-end technology or high-end cameras, etc. And if they can hone skills of filmmaking, particularly taking shots and working on editing table and how film as medium and the language of film operates or works, if they can know that, then making a short film with the help of smartphone is possible.
Yeah. You mentioned high-end camera. I would say, Vinod, these smartphones are the high-end tools for making the film.
Right.
Because you can do everything, editing.
Right.
You have specific apps. Before going for the shoot, we had to prepare. We have to find out what kind of apps can be used in this to shoot this kind of story. Because for the story I shot, it needed an intricate level of engagement.
Okay.
Myself, the cinematographer, the artist, had to understand how it is going to, shoot, the scenes, the shots.
Right.
So it was really exciting, because immediately you will see the entire shot, and if you are not happy, you can delete it. If you are excited, you can go ahead, with all your,
Right.
power
Right.
and creative energy.
Oh, that's
So it's like, you should really move on.
Right.
These are boons to us actually.
Right.
Smartphones are boons to us for younger generation to tell their own stories to this world with the limited tools. But at the same time, they are the powerful tools. We can tell amazing stories. personal stories and your imaginative stories, anything.
Thank you very much. Um, and it has been quite inspiring to know the details of the inside story of filmmaking with iPhone, with smartphone.
Immense thanks to you, Vinod, because I could see how passionate you are about filmmaking. You have come all the way to IIC to understand the story and the ideas behind iTales. I'm so happy for being here with you to share my experiences, my visions towards, making the films with iPhones. Dear friends, you should all engage into the process of making the films with your smartphones. It will take you, it will help you to explore the arena of filmmaking. You should enjoy the medium of art yourself. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.